What is going on, you guys? Today is Monday, June 4th, 2018. So just to jump right into this, I think news from the market, the cryptocurrency market is extremely important, obviously. The most important thing, how the projects are doing, how the technology is progressing, obviously. I think another really key factor, though, is sometimes communities and personalities specifically, their take on things. Even channels with a lot of influence, not just YouTube channels, but it can include YouTube channels. Specifically, though, I'm talking about this individual, DataDash, who I believe is the biggest YouTube channel for cryptocurrency with a little over 300,000 subscribers. I don't think there's anybody that currently has a bigger channel than him. In my opinion, I think rightfully so. I think he does have probably the best objective content on YouTube, a true educator. I think he's really good at what he does. And despite him not really liking Litecoin, he does seem to talk about it in a different light today. Again, this is his update from today. It was posted only about an hour ago. And he kind of gives a different take on Litecoin that I haven't really seen before from him. So yeah, it's about 2 minutes. Let's just play this clip and then we can talk about it.
Going on here to take a look at a few players. Now, I know many people have been hearing me talk negative about Litecoin, and I'm not here to be negative on Litecoin, guys. I think in a fundamental sense, Litecoin doesn't have much differing factors from Bitcoin, again, in a fundamental sense. But again, we're talking about trading, investing, and speculating in a lot of cases in regards to these cryptocurrencies, and we have to factor in TA. Now, what I've been talking about with Litecoin, and I will say I've changed my opinion a tad bit, is that I've been pretty much on the case that, okay, this is below the 21-day, the 50-day, the 200-day, and it's been holding there for a while, that this is going to deplete down towards a million Satoshis. Could very well still happen. But I want to take a look here because Litecoin is one of the market leaders, and when you look at market leaders, it's not bad to take a look at the USD, okay? Now, what I'm looking at here is that we've had a triple bottom so far on the USD for Litecoin. This has been building up for some time. It's a very clear pattern, guys. Again, it's not always hard to trade cryptocurrency. Sometimes you just got to look at the basics. And for the moment, we've been generally holding above a big even of $100. We've seen this 3 times in the past ever since. This is really the breakout period. And I think this is the same thing you're seeing with Bitcoin. If you go back to Bitcoin, for example, Bitcoin has been generally garnering support, whereas it went exponential back in, November and December. So I think it's important to realize that a lot of these cryptocurrencies generally are holding back at the basis before they went absolutely bonkers. They just went absolutely to the upside and exponential. So if we can still hold support here at these levels, I'm going to keep an eye on Litecoin, because if it starts to curve back up, get above the 21-day, get above the 50-day, which is starting to flatten out, it's not dropping anymore. The momentum has stalled on a lot of these players in the USD valuations. We could possibly see this pop up and break out towards the previous December levels over an upcoming altcoin cycle and maybe go even higher as we've seen in the past. Again, we'll have to see. I'm not making any moves yet. I'm waiting for some price strength confirmation, for some volume. I'm going to keep an eye on it, and if it can get above both of those moving averages, find another base down here again, I definitely would consider a possible trade, swing trade for the next altcoin cycle on Litecoin. But if it breaks down below this green line, I think it's game over for Litecoin for a while, and we're going to see a million Satoshis before we see any higher levels.
So there are 4 things that Nick said in those 2 or 3 minutes that I think are really key here. And I think the most important, he said, we could see this pop up and break out towards the previous December levels in the upcoming alt cycle, which means $300-400 US. So there are a lot of channels on YouTube that will say things like that every single day, post a title like that and pretty much say $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 every single day, essentially. But you never hear that from a respectable channel such as Nicholas's. So that's the first thing. He also said the basic thing. Breaking below $100 is pretty bad. He said if we break below $100, we'd probably go down to a million Satoshis. But he also said 2 other things I think are really important, that USD pairing for market leaders is useful instead of just pairing cryptocurrencies with Bitcoin. Pairing them with USD for market leaders such as Litecoin can be useful, is what he said. And the last thing he said that I really like too is that simple TA works the best. So if we just take a look, this is what he was talking about. If we just take a look here at Litecoin, you can see this pattern, obviously. I can draw it real quick. I'm sure you already know this triangle here. Probably don't need to draw it. But this is what he's referencing, that, it's not really hard to see what exactly is going on. It's actually probably as predictable, or at least obvious looking back, that it could possibly be. February 6th, March 6th, April 6th, May 6th, almost too obvious, right? It kind of looks kind of like manipulation or something. But anyway, he's basically saying simple technical analysis, looking at volume, looking at the RSI, looking at this pattern. Just really basic stuff can sometimes be the easiest, not always, but specifically for the past few months for Litecoin. In retrospect, if you would go by this, you'd probably make out better than everyone else in terms of your position, in terms of trading and everything like that. But yeah, so in my opinion, that's probably the most bullish Nick could ever possibly be about Litecoin. So I just want to point that out, bring that to you guys. I think it's really important. I think he's the most trustworthy person you could probably ask for, especially in cryptocurrency. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. I know many of you are fans of Nick. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. I think him being really bullish on this is, again, like I said, it's not a market sign. It doesn't have anything to do with the technology, but I do believe people with influence and people with a lot of knowledge coming out with this kind of information is good in a lot of different ways, specifically for success of cryptocurrencies in the short to midterm. But yes, thank you for coming by. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.